And that is why the Messenger Muhammad ﷺ used to take the salah as a form of relief, because the salah gives you peace, tranquility, peace of mind and heart and soul. It gives you peace, it makes you tranquil, it makes you peaceful, make you happy. Does not care much about the worries inside the world. You have been in meeting with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Lord of the world, the most powerful, the able to do everything and anything. So that is why whenever the Messenger Muhammad ﷺ was grieved with any matter, he will rush to perform salah. That will clear and give him peace and tranquility. That is one of the guidance of the Messenger Muhammad ﷺ to us. You have so many kinds of worries, etc. That is why don't let shaitan trick you when you are inside the salah to go away from the salah, because that is how he tricks you. Why? Because no matter what bothers you, what is important to you, you are standing in front of the one who can solve everything for you. So it doesn't make sense to leave him and go and worry about something else. You are with the one who guarantees that he will solve your problem. You are with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So do not waste that chance, because the Messenger Muhammad ﷺ said that when a Muslim stands in salah, he is confiding with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is speaking in confidentiality with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now in a meeting with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala responds to that. When we say, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, with the angels, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, my servant praised me. When we say Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, my servant exalted me. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when the person recites and say, Maliki Yawmiddin, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says again, my servant exalted me, or glorified me. Then when you say, Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'een, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala responds and says, this is between me and my servant. And whatever my servant asks, I will give him. Then when you say, Ihdina as-sirata al-mustaqim, sirata alladhina an'amta alayhim, ghayri al-maghdubi alayhim wala ad-dallin. Allah Almighty says, this is for my servant, and for my servant whatever he asks for. Allah subhanahu. So you are in a meeting with Allah subhanahu. You have to pray with that concentration. Because the moment your mind or your heart goes away from salah, Allah Almighty ignores you. You are not paying attention. Imagine if you are called to a very high, very important meeting with a high profile person. He can do anything for you. Says, just ask me whatever you want. Don't worry. You have 5-10 minutes, okay? Whatever you like. And you entered and you start within that 10 minutes or so between you and him, and you are worried about the designs and the colors and everything and what you will do after, and the problem that you have in your car and the problem with your wife, and you waste that time and you do not ask for anything. What do you say to such a person? Is this person wise or is he insane? This is our example when we stand in salah. Our mind goes here and there. So that is a trick from shaitan. You are wasting the most precious moment in your life. Ever. Ever. Say, all dead people, righteous or not righteous, each one of them wishes that he will be given 5 or 10 minutes more in this world just to pray 1 rak'ah or 2 rak'ah. Each and every one of them. Even if he was the most righteous person, subhanAllah. He wishes that he had time just to do a little more. That is how important it is, and that is how it guides you. As the Messenger Muhammad ﷺ described the salah as light, as nur, guides you. The good things in this world and in the hereafter are linked with the salah. And furthermore, the Messenger Muhammad ﷺ mentioned that the first thing that will be asked about in the hereafter from our action, the first thing that will be held accountable in the hereafter is the salah. First thing. Okay, let us see his salah. Yes, because it's the pillar, the most important pillar in the religion. So if it was good, then he has passed, he has succeeded. And if it was bad, then he has lost, God forbid. Then he has lost. That is how important it is, the salah. But now keep in mind that you get from the salah only the amount of concentration you have in the salah. You pray 2 rak'ah, mashallah, 10 minutes or 20 minutes, inshallah, no matter how long it might be, if you are not concentrating, you are not getting much, because you will get from salah only the amount that you were concentrating in, the amount of khushu' that you had in it. Tranquility and concentration in salah. That is what is counted for you. In the hadith of the Messenger Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, a person might pray and he gets from his salah only 2/3 of it, half of it, 1/3 of it, 1/5 of it, 1/6 of it, or 1/9 of it. And a person might pray and he gets nothing from his salah. He's not concentrating at all. Gets nothing. The moment he said Allahu Akbar and he goes there till Assalamu alaikum, it's over, yalla ma'asalam. He might start the salah, he does not know what he is praying. Allahu Akbar, is this Asr or Dhuhr? He's not worried. He does not know what he is doing even. Just become mechanical. It's not about the mechanicality of the salah. It's about your link between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The salah is supposed to be a connection between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, performed with tranquility, humbleness, and concentration with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, showing your need to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, your powerlessness in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala regarding everything, your necessity with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are in dire need, in grave necessity to help and support from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that is why in the salah you have glorification of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and praise to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You have dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You have thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You have tasbih and tahmeed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is how the salah is supposed to be. And that is why you have so many different things to say and so many different positions in the salah. These simple things to say and these little actions in the salah have very deep meaning when you concentrate in them. That is how it is supposed to be. That is the link between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that is why it's repeated each and every day. Now, we have mentioned that the first thing that will be held accountable in the hereafter is the salah. And it is a reality that most of the time, very few people get full salah, if any, right? You get here and there from time, then alhamdulillah, immediately you remember Allah Almighty bless you and you remember you come back to the salah, right? Then maybe the next rak'ah or later on, you again divert here, think about something that worries you. You remember, you say, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem, you come back to the salah. So how much do we get from the salah? God knows. Then what does that mean? Does that mean that we all will lose in the hereafter, God forbid? No. With the mercy and generosity of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, many Muslims will come in the hereafter and they will have their salah 100, full mark. Subhanallah. How come? They will ask, how is this even possible? That person might never ever throughout his life get 2 rak'ah full. But then alhamdulillah he finds all his salah full. How is this? Because as we said, with the mercy and generosity of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whatever part of extra non-obligatory salah you do will complement the obligatory salah. Allah Almighty will ask the angels when they check your salah, right? And how much you get, Allah Almighty will ask them, see if my servant has any non-obligatory salah. Did he done any extra things? Sunnah, praying 2 rak'ah before, 2 rak'ah after, at night, in the middle, when he's, at any time, whatever extra he has. Then if he has, Allah Almighty will say, complement the obligatory salah with these. Ya Allah, subhanAllah. And then Allah Almighty will do the same thing with all other actions of a person. Subhanallah. That is the mercy and generosity of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah Almighty make us among those who establish the salah correctly and those who have a tranquility in salah and humbleness in the salah and khushu' and khudu' in the salah. And may Allah Almighty grant us the blessings of having perfect and beautiful salah and connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala relieve us all from all our worries, all our problems, all our tiredness, all our difficulties in this world and all our hardship. And may Allah Almighty protect us from all kind of trials and tribulations in this world and the hereafter. Ameen. Wa sallallahu ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam tasliman kathira.